Hey everyone, hope you guys are all doing well. I'm going to do a collective reading for you guys. We're going to see what the message is at this time. Keep in mind, it's a general message, okay? It could be past, present, or future. You will know best how this resonates for you, where this fits in your timeline. So let's just see, guys, what's going on in the energy at this time. What is going on? What do you need to know right now? Let's see. The Page of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Cups, the Six of Swords at the bottom. Okay, so we're dealing with a family situation. Somebody being upset here, okay, feeling a sense of rejection, resentment, okay, I mixed those two words up. And the Page of Cups. This could have something to do with a child, children, or some sort of news, somebody reaching out to someone. Somebody reaching out to someone with an apology, a rejection. Someone holding on to a grudge, feeling dissatisfied, a family situation. Okay, what's this Page of Cups? Why is that here? Why is the Page of Cups here? The Seven of Cups and the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups. This has to do with confusion or somebody not knowing what to do. Somebody being confused, not knowing what to do, thinking about happiness or what would make someone happy. I mean, this is all about emotions, everything here. Page of Cups, Four of Cups, Ten of Cups, Seven of Cups. It's all about someone's emotions or how someone feels. Being confused, not knowing how to feel, looking at options, thinking about happiness, thinking about what's the best. What's the Four of Cups? The Five of Cups in reverse. Again, emotions, feelings. The Ten of Wands in reverse, wanting to come out of sadness, wanting to get rid of a burden, not wanting to feel so burdened anymore, not wanting to feel so stressed anymore, feeling like things are too much, wanting to put down a burden. Tired of being sad, tired of feeling heavy. Judgment, wanting to alleviate something, a burden. Okay, what's the Ten of Cups? The Fool, a new beginning. The Page of Swords. This has to do with communication, information. The Four of Cups and the Two of Swords. It's something about not knowing what to do, not knowing what to think, being confused, rejecting something, rejecting a situation, feeling dissatisfied, feeling rejected, not knowing what to think, not knowing what to do with a family situation, okay? Tell me more about the Page of Cups, please. The Three of Swords, someone feeling hurt, heartbroken. The Three of Wands, 3-3, about what to do, a plan. What is that? What is this Page of Cups? An official person. This has to do with somebody trying to figure out what they're going to do next. Feeling hurt and heartbroken about, I feel like with the Page of Cups and the Ten of Cups, I feel like it's a child. I do. I feel like it's someone feeling hurt about a child or something that happened, trying to figure out what to do next. Yeah, something about your despair is being exposed, or someone can't lie about your despair. Someone is being exposed here for some sort of heartbreak and pain that you went through, okay? Some sort of despair that you went through. And a mature woman. And tell me more about these Three of Swords. This has to do with somebody chasing after someone. This could have to do with saying, yeah, this is, again, it's giving me like talking about how you'd like to go after someone for hurting, maybe even hurting a child, okay? Could have something to do with hurting a child. A breakup, separation, silent treatment, abandonment. Or this has to do with chasing after someone after a breakup, chasing after someone that's giving someone the silent treatment. This has to do with a plan. Somebody's being exposed here to an official person. This has to do with a plan. What someone planned because they were hurt. Chasing after someone that was giving them the silent treatment. Okay. What's the Seven of Cups? There was confusion here surrounding a date. And I don't feel like I don't feel like it's literally meeting someone new, a date, as much as it is the date, like the date. Like today being September 2025. Confusion surrounding the date of something, when something happened, when something was said, when something happened. Okay, tell me more about that. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse because of a loss of an inheritance. Losing an inheritance. Chasing after someone because you've been separated from something. Okay, so it's kind of like, look, this is what it's giving me. Now, thinking about the last couple of readings, right, from the last couple of days. So let's say something happened to a child, okay, or a younger energy, or someone in your family, okay? This is giving me the anger reading again. So you being angry and saying some sort of things in your anger because someone in your family was hurt or something happened to a child, and maybe being a bit aggressive with the things that you say, right? Talking about maybe wanting to come after someone because they hurt someone that you love. And this may be happening a long time ago, date. Whoever these people are trying to set you up, they try to frame it as you losing an inheritance. Then they take this audio file or this message or whatever this is that they brought to the officials here. And they're trying to say, oh, look, official person, Mr. Policeman, collective is angry and going to do something to someone because they're not getting an inheritance. So they're confusing the dates. So something that happened to a child or something that happened to a family member where you're angry, talking about, you know, wanting to go over there and beat the door in, that happening years ago, possibly, and them manipulating the situation to say that it happened last week and that you're actually angry about losing an inheritance, right? Something like that. The Hanged Man, moment of enlightenment. Okay. So now somebody's seeing something from a different perspective about wanting to defend someone, wanting to protect someone. Yeah, again, this is giving me you saying that you want to go and protect your family. You want to go and protect your family member. You being angry about maybe a situation that transpired or the fact that you couldn't protect a family member or something happened to them while you were not around, okay? And your anger coming from a place of wanting to protect, all right? And then these people around you trying to set you up, trying to say the opposite. It's something like that. Yeah. So what's the Four of Cups? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they try to say that you are resentful or holding a grudge because you're not getting an investment, or you're not getting an inheritance, or you're not getting a cut of something, or something like that. Try to say that you're resentful, or you're someone that holds grudges, or something like that. That's what they try to say to the courthouse, okay? So this is what they're running to the courthouse and to the officials with. Is that you're someone that holds grudges because when you don't get money, or you don't get material things, right? A wealthy man. Yeah, exactly. This all has to do with a wealthy man who is trying to get some sort of money in court. Yeah, okay. What's Judgment? Now something is changing, okay? Someone here is under judgment. Now something is changing. Or this is all because of some sort of a wealthy man, or somebody here thought that they would be getting money in court, or they would be getting money through the legal system. This person is feeling resentment. This person is feeling dissatisfied because they're not getting what they want with this judgment, okay? They're the one that's missing out. They're the one that's not getting the money. And they tried to pin that on you. And then they used some sort of anger from the past to confuse the situation. The Star in reverse. Yeah, somebody's not getting their wish fulfillment. Somebody's not getting what they wanted. Somebody's not getting their desire, okay? The Five of Pentacles. No, they're getting left out in the cold. They're getting nothing. Or this is what they try to say about you, right? So they try to spin it in a way where you were not going to get something. You're getting left out in the cold. You're not getting some sort of money. You got put in debt. You're not getting the investment. You're something like that. You got put in poverty. You're in debt. You're losing money. You're getting cut out. Maybe they said you got cut out of something. So they try to say you got cut out of the inheritance, or you're not getting part of some sort of money. And because of that, you wanted revenge. And there's some sort of a evidence of you plotting your revenge. Okay, that's, I guess, what they try to say here. And they try to spin it that you're losing all this money, and that's why you're going to go and do something to someone, right? And the whole time they're using some sort of evidence or audio recording or messages of something that is so fucking old, creating a whole illusion about the date of something, when something actually happened. When was it that you actually said these things? And trying to apply it to the now. And trying to say that you said this last week, right? And also just confusing everything, because whatever you were saying here has nothing to do with an inheritance. It has nothing to do with money. It doesn't have anything to do with you not getting money. None of that. It has to do with you being hurt about something that happened to a family member. Okay? And you wanting to protect your family. Right. So what's this Ten of Cups? An Emperor in the reverse. All right. So this has to do with someone that's cruel, that's abusive. Some sort of a power-hungry person here. Okay. Maybe you also just want to protect your family from whoever this is. This Emperor in the reverse. This person that thought that they were someone that someone is married to. Okay. Yeah. So you're not just out here protecting children. Okay. Or the kids of the family. You're also trying to protect family members from whoever they're married to. You're trying to protect people from this Emperor in the reverse, whoever that is. And they're all trying to set you up because all you're trying to do is protect people from demons. That was the expectation, right? Expecting to be a false person. So what's this? Not today. Hurt, angry, not dealing hurt, angry. Yeah, these were people that were expecting this to work because of your anger, because of something you said when you were angry. They really thought this would work because of something that you said when you were angry years ago. And just mixing up the date and the time, and then they thought it would work, right? And also mixing up the situations. Don't forget that one. So what's the Page of Swords? Being charmed or used. Yeah, they manipulated this information. They manipulated the messages, the communication. Whatever you said, they manipulated it. And they thought that they could use people, or they could charm and use people with this. Saying something about a soul connection, a partnership, an agreement, a contract. Saying something about someone being used for a contract, being used with a relationship. Using someone in a relationship. Or someone being used. A family member you felt like was being used by a narcissist. Is it an audio recording, huh? A cassette, yeah. What else? This has to do with someone traveling, someone going on a journey. So when you traveled, or when someone traveled here, that's when they ran to the officials. That's when they ran to the police or ran to someone in law, apparently, and came up with this whole story with an audio recording of you being angry, and said that you're traveling or you're going to see family because you're going to do something to someone. Whole time this audio recording is literally, I swear to God, it's got to be like years old. That's what it feels like. Old news, completely unrelated. And that's how they're trying to say something about you wanting money. You're out to hurt someone because of money. No, you're not hurting anyone for money. That's for sure. High Priestess in reverse. Someone here didn't listen to their intuition. Someone wasn't listening to their intuition about running back to the courthouse, running back to the law, running back to the official person. Someone didn't listen to their intuition about that. No, this group of people, man, this group of people is just twiddledee, tweedle-diddle, and twiddle-dum, okay? These three, or whoever these people are, so desperate at this point to set you up, to get rid of you, that one of these twiddle-dees, twiddle-diddle, and twiddle-dums has a recording of you being angry because somebody hurt a family member, someone hurt a child. You being angry, talking about, I could drive over there. I'm so fucking angry right now for what they did to this child or this family member. And then they turn it around and try to say that you are traveling to family to hurt them because of an inheritance. You get it? You get it? You get it? This is tying in so many readings that I've done the last month. Because I remember there's been a few where someone is trying to accuse you of wanting to unalive a family member for an inheritance. That's how this ties in. It's them running there because they have some sort of a recording of you being angry years ago about a child or a family member. That's what they're using, apparently, okay? Anything else with this twiddle-dee, twiddle-diddle, twiddle-dum? That's what they've been working with here this whole time. This is what they've been working with, okay? Your anger outbursts. When you get angry, the things that you say when you're angry, that's what they've been working with here this whole time. A Queen of Wands in reverse, yeah, trying to say that you're someone that's angry and vengeful, right? Yeah, you're angry and vengeful, and you're getting in your car and you're traveling right now because you're angry, and you're going to go do something to someone right now because you're angry, and you're going to get in your car with your baseball bat and you're going to drive over there and you're going to hurt them. Okay, lies, liars. Yeah. Yeah, it's just magic. It's just spell work. It's just manipulation. Temperance. That's what they did. That's how they flipped this one around. Yeah, the message is about, yeah, it's some sort of messages where you were heartbroken. Messages, communication, audio, it's something like that. Or it's them telling the officials or calling the police or calling someone at the courthouse saying, you're gonna hurt someone. You're planning on hurting someone over an inheritance. Give me a break, okay? Really. All right, tell me something I don't know yet. Tell me something we don't know yet. What's the outcome? A King of Cups taking action. The Devil, because of someone being angry. A King of Cups tried taking action, saying that you're angry and you're obsessed and you're out for revenge. You're unhinged. Okay. Yeah, now the truth is coming out about somebody defending something, a Knight of Cups. Now something is being illuminated or something is being exposed about wanting to defend someone. Or the fact that you were who you wanted to, protect and defend back then was actually, it was someone that was coming after your family members. That's who you were talking about. The Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, why you were so unhappy. Why you were so unhappy in that moment and so angry. Yeah, because someone did something to a family member. High Priestess. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's the message. Yeah, that's how they created an illusion, right? Like, let's go back to that reading about the anger for a second, okay? Because I'm getting here, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. It could be something about a child or children, again. Because I made that example. Like, let's say you're a father, right? Or you're a parent, and your child comes home to you and tells you that somebody did something to them, okay? Somebody hurt them, somebody molested them, somebody abused them, okay? You're going to be fucking angry in that moment. Now, let's say it even goes a step farther. Let's say that you report whatever happened, okay, to your child, to your family member, and then the people that you reported to flip it around and start, you know how sometimes they do like the victim shaming, right? Like, let's say someone here has, because this is what I'm getting. It's like having a child. Your child comes to you and says, I was essayed, okay? Somebody did something to me, right? And then the perpetrator, turning around and saying, oh no, it wasn't me, it was them. They did it. Or we only did this to your child because of them. Like trying to blame the victim, okay? Like kind of like that scenario where, if you're a father and you have a daughter and your daughter says to you, I was essayed. And then that guy turns around and says, well, no, it wasn't essay because they were drunk. How are you going to react in that moment where it's like, you fucking, you little, it's like you get fucking angry. And you might say things like, I fucking kill him right now. Not for one, for doing something to your family member. And then for two, turning around trying to blame the victim for it, okay? Trying to talk yourself out of it and trying to blame the victim for you being a little piece of shit, okay? Yeah, you're going to be fucking angry during something like that or going through something like that. And you might say a couple things. You might say a couple things about how you're so fucking angry. You could drive over there right now. You could beat the shit out of them right now. Yeah, if you found out somebody did something to a family member, then lies about it afterwards, yeah, you get pretty fucking angry. It doesn't mean you're actually going to go over there and kill him. But you might say, I could fucking kill him right now. Doesn't mean you're actually going to do it. It just means that you're fucking angry about something that happened to a family member. Okay, that's what this is. And then because they have a recording or they have a message of you going, I could fucking kill him right now. Okay, I could actually go and beat the shit out of that person right now. Okay, for being a little bitch and hurting my family member or coming for me and my family. That doesn't mean you're actually going to do it. Okay, that's not an actual threat. All right, like let's be real here for a second. So then they take this audio recording of you, they go to the police with it and they say, you said I could kill him right now, or I could beat the shit out of them right now because you're going over there to family and you're gonna do something to them and unalive them for an inheritance. You get what I'm saying? This is just such a crock pot full of shit, really, from A to Z, of how these people just try and set you up over and over and over again, and the lengths that they go to. I mean, these are like people, saving audio recordings of you that go years back, trying to use every 5 seconds of it that they can against you to make you look like you're someone that you're not, really. Yeah, 601. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing, okay? But nothing's going to work. Nothing they do is going to work, okay? If I can tell you one thing. 7 of Pentacles in reverse is a failure. Everything that they try to get victory with is going to be a failure, okay? It's going to be all in vain. It's going to be all for nothing. All of the ways that they've been manipulating and conniving and trying to lie their way out of it is all going to fail. This plot, the next plot, and every plot afterwards, it's all going to fail, okay? Nothing's going to work. Yeah, it's not, no, Temperance in reverse. It's never going to be balanced. They're never going to balance us out, okay? Nothing is going to work. Nothing that they can use here with this, whatever this Page of Pentacles is, if it's a phone, if it's a device, it's a recording device, whatever the fuck they are using, nothing is going to work. Nothing. Okay, they're not going to be able to balance anything out. This Queen of Pentacles. No, the Hermit in reverse. Nothing is going to work. Nothing at all. The High Priestess. No, nothing is going to work. High Priestess. Yeah, because you're just, look, because you know the truth. God knows the truth. And the truth will be exposed over and over and over and over and over again. No matter what they pull out of their little magic hat. Okay, the truth is going to come out over and over and over again. Everything that they try and use will fail. I know these people think that they are smarter than you and smarter than the cops and smarter than the law and smarter than God. I know they think that they are, but they're twiddle-dee, twiddle-diddle, and twiddle-dum, okay? Really, 9 of Cups in reverse. Nothing is going to work. Look who's at the bottom of the deck, the 3 of Pentacles. I was just talking about them too, right? Yeah, no, the only thing that's going to happen is that they're going to get exposed for this plan over and over and over. Every single plan that they try to create is just going to keep getting exposed over and over and over again. There's nothing they can do to manipulate this, nothing. There's no amount of deception, sabotage, or their 3 brain cells working at max capacity, okay? Nothing is going to work, nothing. They're just going to keep getting exposed. Look at them. Here they are thinking, processing, thinking, resting, trying to think their way out of this. How can we lie our way out of this? How can we get our way out of this and lie, cheat, steal, and scam our way out of this, right? With magic, with manipulation. They don't, look who's at the bottom again, 3 of Cups. What they don't realize is happening is it's just literally more charges. Every single time they try this, it's just another charge added to the list of charges that they're going to get charged with when they finally go to jail. Really, it's just going to be a long list of offenses, right? 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're going to get what they put out. Really, they're just going to get back what they put out. Yeah. And they're going to get what they deserve. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Because they're using the same playbook. It's always the same thing. It's always this hacking, this stalking, this surveillance. It's just the same thing over and over again. And I feel like what they don't realize is that maybe the law already knows that they're doing this. So it's literally just At some point, it's like, oh, this is just recycled shit over and over again. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's the same thing over and over again. It has been for a long time, okay? So nothing's going to work, right? All right, closing words here. They know they're going to jail. They're just trying to get out of it. They know they're going to jail for this. They're just trying to escape at this point, okay? By creating an illusion about a betrayal. This is their Hail Mary. Them trying to accuse you of wanting to hurt a family member for an inheritance. That is their Hail Mary. Yeah. A judgment. I'm sorry. Death. Look at that. It's over for them. They're already under judgment. The judgment is you're going to jail. You're trapped. However they want to try and see it and finagle and wiggle their way out. They're trapped. They're not getting out of this. There's no way out. They keep trying to create ways out. There's no way out. You're going to jail. You're trapped. Okay, this is enough. Really, it's more than enough. There's enough on this rap sheet at this point. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.